These are the 7 tactical improvements Hansi Flick has implemented at Barcelona. In the build-up play, the fullbacks and attacking midfielders are key. Typically, the fullbacks find space, but to give them even more freedom, one of the attacking midfielders drops deeper. Why? To drag the opponent who's marking the fullback, creating more space and time for the fullback to operate. As the opposition is forced to press late, this opens up a gap between their pressing block and defensive line, and that's where the attacking midfielder takes advantage. The winger stretches wide, while Lewandowski stays central, pinning the center back. This allows the fullback to push forward and attack the open space. When Barcelona looks to speed up the build-up, one of the attacking midfielders drops into Zone A to open up space. Ter Stegen sees this and plays a direct pass to the fullback, who now has more freedom. Meanwhile, the other attacking midfielder shifts behind Lewandowski, perfectly positioned to receive the ball between the lines, where there's space to work with. From there, he quickly switches the play to the opposite side, where the fullback and winger find plenty of space in Zone D, ready to advance. When Hansi Flick's team has possession in the opponent's half, they position 2 players just in front of the defensive block and 3 players inside it. This forces the opposition's 8 defensive players to focus centrally, which opens up space on the flanks for the wingers and fullbacks. As the ball shifts to these wider areas, one of the players who was positioned inside the defensive block makes a move out to receive the ball in the red zone. From there, he's in a perfect position to either assist or take a shot. Barcelona often looks to overload the central channels in various ways, either by creating positional superiority between the lines or even between players on the same line, in order to give their wingers more freedom to exploit the space and make attacking runs. When the opponent closes down one of Barcelona's wingers, they can still advance through the central channels, which they often overload. By applying the positional superiorities that we've discussed, Barcelona moves the ball with short, quick passes, understanding how to exploit space. This also allows them to apply the concept of the 4th man free, keeping their attack fluid and unpredictable. Barcelona smartly uses the referee zone to advance through the middle. Referees tend to position themselves in blind spots to avoid interfering the game, and when players move into this zone, they are harder for the opposition to track. These players often find themselves free between the lines, pulling midfielders out of position and creating space for a teammate arriving from behind. All of these movements overload the edge of the box, allowing the fullback to make an unmarked run into the area. As a result, Barcelona can attack with up to 7 players in the opponent's box. The players in the central channels often gain positional superiority. Pedri typically does this just behind the first line of pressure, while Olmo finds space behind the midfield line. By doing so, they draw in defenders, which frees up the wingers to exploit open spaces. Additionally, they effectively use the concept of offensive shifting to create a space on the opposite flank. When the fullback receives the ball, 5 players move close to it, pulling defenders in and creating numerical superiority on the far side. An attacking midfielder plays a key role here, attacking the space within the triangle to shift the play. This movement draws the opposition fullback, leaving the winger with plenty of space to exploit. These coordinated actions allow the wingers to receive the ball in dangerous positions, setting them up to either score or provide an assist. These offensive shifts are so effective because the players understand exactly when and where to move the ball. Often the fullback or winger who started the shift ends up near the box with the ball, but in these movements they smartly recognize that it's the perfect time to switch the play to the far side, where a free player has a space to deliver a key pass to Lewandowski. Another tactical variation Hansi Flick has introduced at Barcelona is the use of direct play. By having these 3 players in this zone, they attract 5 defenders. Space opens up not only for the fullback but also for the winger to make diagonal runs between the center back and fullback. This direct play isn't just about long balls, it's also key for quick offensive transitions. Ter Stegen quickly finds the open player, and they use the offensive shifting concept we've discussed to exploit the space available on the opposite flank, allowing the winger to make a run into the open space. Here we see Yamal on the ball, and one of his teammates makes a run, not to receive the pass, but to distract the defensive line. Once Yamal has a space, Lewandowski times his run perfectly, and Yamal plays a long pass. This kind of movement has become a regular feature in recent games and has proven to be effective. This video is brought to you by Metric Sports, the fundamental tool for every coach and analyst. Create and manage all your video analysis in one platform. Use coupon NasirSelad at checkout for a 10% discount. Off the ball, Barcelona plays aggressively by positioning 4 players in the opponent's zone A. In zone B, they maintain numerical superiority with 1 fullback ready to step into zone A when needed. Finally, in zone C, they match the opposition player for player, showing their bravery and relying on their strong center backs to win the aerial duels. Barcelona always presses in zone A to disrupt the opponent's build-up. The wingers cover the center backs, while the striker cuts off the inner passing lines. They don't focus on protecting the flanks, but when the ball moves wide, the fullback is quick to step up and intercept, anticipating the next pass. When they choose not to press high, the 3 forwards cover the passing lines in the central channels. Gradually, the entire team forces the opponent to play the ball backward, leading to a long passes out wide. At that point, the fullbacks are ready to step up and apply pressure. The 7th tactical variation Hansi Flick has introduced is positional adaptability and system flexibility. Barcelona often starts the build-up in a clear 1-4-3-3, but when a space is hard to find, they shift into a diamond midfield, with Lewandowski dropping deeper. The fullbacks push higher up the pitch, while the wingers move inside to either make runs or create space for the fullbacks. In all these movements, Ter Stegen plays a crucial role as he starts the build-up. Let me know your thoughts on Hansi Flick's tactics in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like, and thanks for watching.